What's happening, Soul Fam? It's Tarot Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, follow us on Instagram and on TikTok, and support us on Patreon. We teach classes every week on energy healing and other modalities. We'd love to have you part of the community. All right, so this is going to be like a multi-layered reading. I recommend that you stay for the whole entire thing because it is a weather forecast of what's going to be happening. We're going to be starting up here where this is the current waning crescent moon that we're experiencing right now. So we're walking into it. Pretty soon we're going to be hitting the full moon. And these inner energies are the energies that are ruling the most deepest areas of our subconscious at this moment, okay? So I want you to take a deep breath. Put yourself in the vibration for this. And then I want you to see if you really resonate with these cards up here, listen to this message over here. If you're resonating with these cards over here, listen to those messages, particularly when they come out. Same thing with this one, or if you're just listening to this right here, okay? There are about 4 different kinds of decks in play right here. So if one really kind of catches your eye, that's the most important thing that's going to be happening to you that you need to be paying attention to based off of your current consciousness. Now, you should listen to the whole entire thing because we are going to be reading the weather forecast in general. So now that you've picked out what you want, don't forget, if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, links are going to be in the description below. Let's get started. So the first card that we're going to be starting off here is Sailor Galaxia. So this card is basically telling us that there's this need to become more than what we are right now. And it might not even be a need anymore at this point, but it is definitely the priority. Your priority is essentially to evolve and change your consciousness. And maybe you seem like, it seems like you've been doing that for a long time, right? But you've decided to finally evolve into your next form. You're accepting power by actually changing who you are and what the next form of you is going to be, right? And when we're creating the next form of ourselves, it takes some time to learn who that person is. It takes some time to step into that person's shoes and also, let go of the old that we've always been. This is kind of like an ego death, and it's gonna have a little bit of resistance. You're gonna notice that sometimes when you're going through an ego death, you might feel more drained in energy. You might even be feeling like you can't connect with other people. You can't communicate very clearly. That's okay. Just take your time and know that you are fully invested right now in your manifestation, okay? Now, the next card that comes out is the Silver Crystal. Now, the Silver Crystal, silver is tied to the element of the moon. Silver is very powerful in ancient days because you would take it and mix it with gold to create platinum. The moon is also associated to our subconscious mind. It's tied to the divine feminine and to a lot of our psychic abilities. So when the silver crystal comes out, it's telling you that whatever you're going through right now, whatever difficulty, whatever resistance, maybe just the aha moments, you're learning how to take things slower for once, you're changing your personality because you want to create a more solid foundation. Just know that all of it's happening so you can actually physically feel the shift happening. You need to allow yourself to trust that the cosmos right now is organizing itself to empower you. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. You need to trust that the cosmos is organizing itself right now to empower you. That's why you want to make sure you take action and you go for what you're looking for. The next card is the Amazon Quartets. Now, this is an energy that's associated to the Amazon itself, like the lungs of Mother Earth. The lungs in energy system, like chakra healing and stuff like that in Reiki, is associated to the heart chakra. And in a way, this card right here is telling us that the earth is asking us to really connect to our heart center, because the earth's heart center needs to be a little bit stimulated or taken to the next level as well, okay? So I've been teaching a lot of quantum heart techniques lately, a lot of yogic alchemy on Patreon, the magic of the yogis, right? And all of these are tied to the heart chakra. It's tied to unity. If right now you haven't picked up an energy style that you practice at least every day, I highly recommend that you start looking into them. Of course, you can join Antojai Ascension Academy and we'll teach you a ton of different kind of alchemy. You can even see on our YouTube page that there's a page called light codes, like videos called light codes that we teach as well. You need to just at least pick up some form of energy healing. It can be another modality, it could be even journaling, but it has to be part of your ritualistic practice that gives back to Mother Earth. And there's a lot of different ways people give back to Mother Earth. Even if you're donating, maybe you pick up a little bit more donation time. But there's this need to give back into the environment. And if you can allow yourself to go through your ego change, your ego evolution, trusting that the cosmos is putting everything in alignment for you to happen right now, and you give back to Mother Earth, the only thing subconsciously on the deck that is waiting for you is Jupiter, abundance, which is essentially also tied to roses. And the rose is tied to Venus. Venus is tied to love, the divine feminine. It's also coming back again to the heart chakra. It's telling you that if you allow yourself to experience the ride, let yourself continuously focus on these elements, you will bring in a large amount of abundance into your reality. Now, before we dive any deeper into any other reading, one last message that I want to give you right here. In terms of alchemy and personal development, okay? When you're growing, sometimes you say, oh, when I become a millionaire, I'm going to start, volunteering at the shelter more often, right? You can put that energy out there, but that's always putting a condition on your manifestation. So try to find as many conditions like that in your manifestations that you're putting out there and try to cancel them. If you are a millionaire in the now, you have to act as if. You need to embody and prepare for your manifestation. You need to allow yourself to start volunteering at the shelter at some level for you to start embodying the millionaire frequency, if that were your goal. And it doesn't matter what your goal is, you need to allow yourself to actually let things happen. Remember, sometimes you put a seed down into your reality to start to sprout, and you just have to wait. You need to stay focused on the fact that this one seed needs to continuously be watered. It needs to be, cared for, talked to, loved, and then you're going to see the manifestation form itself. So really keep paying attention to how you can embody the frequency and start using even your spoken word to bring more of your abundance energy into helping you create your reality. So, it's really funny because I always say all the time, I get everything I want. That's my mantra. I get everything I want. And lately people around me have been really affirming that, my family and my friends have been like, damn, you get everything you want. And it's yes, I'm going to soak that in, right? And you're going to use your words and you're going to feel that. And as I get everything I want, okay, well, I have more than enough. So I want to help other people, right? How can I help other people? By helping other people, you can help the environment, right? And there's a lot of different ways you can do it. It could be through community service. It can be through actually taking care of the land. It can be by just doing acts of kindness. Just allow yourself to know that this is the main energy right here that's going to be guiding us to the next level. Now, these cards right here are going to be in the center of each one of these. So basically, it's extra detail that we're going to be diving into. So here we have strafe, which is basically saying that you are going to be making some major shifts between this evolutionary change between your ego and your next manifestation. When you allow yourself to have the conviction that you need to create the reality that you want, that is one of the best ingredients for your reality. Now, some of these cards, they give you details based off of personalities and stuff like that. So with this one is a strafe or a trick in general on any a bike or in a car or any physical endurance type thing. A trick is difficult to perform. You have to manifest it. You have to manage it. You need to be willing to fall a few times before you're able to manifest and pull off the trick completely and cleanly, right? There are people who train forever before you can see the final result, which is someone performing like a really cool bike trick or skateboard trick that looks effortless, right? They had to be willing to not only put in the time, go through the bruises and the scrapes, and also be willing to adjust and learn and continue until they made their breakthrough, which now it's secondhand nature, right? When we're trying to train our ego to become the next version of itself, you got to see the ego basically learning how to skateboard and do really advanced tricks. So you have to have patience with it. You can't give up on it whenever you feel resistance or you see a setback. You need to be like, okay, if there was a setback in your reality, just think of it as the ego fell off the skateboard because they didn't land correctly. Just keep doing it, right? And keep moving, keep going. Sometimes you fall, it really hurts and it bothers you and you don't want to get back up, but you have to get back up because there's nothing else for you, right? You have to have conviction when you're working on yourself at this level, and the conviction always has to be part of a greater manifest. Now, master alchemists will tell you in any form of esoterica that when you manifest for yourself, essentially, it's powerful. You can do a lot of things, but when you manifest for other people, it's even more powerful than manifesting for yourself. And when you manifest for the collective, you're essentially manifesting for yourself. So how are you manifesting for the best possible outcome? Are you doing it at all three of those levels, or are you just doing it at one level that's not getting you the most return? Your consciousness, your perception, the way you do things is going to allow you to open up more alchemy. Now, Silva's telling us to basically connect deeply with our ancestors right now. There's a lot of Native American energy happening right now. And then what's really funny is like this is a Native American energy, and then this is the Amazon. Again, kind of like confirming on two different decks that Mother Earth needs us right now. If you haven't been practicing any energy work, check out the half of the mini course of the light codes on YouTube in that playlist, and we're also going to be releasing a free mini course on the full system of the light codes as well, so you can sign up on it. But this is a really, really powerful time for you to connect with your ancestors by connecting through nature and connecting with whatever it is you feel your ancestry is. Like sometimes people feel like their ancestry is a specific culture. Sometimes they feel like it's the land. Sometimes they feel it's the cosmos. Wherever it is that you feel your ancestry is, this is going to help you manifest more of the abundance while still giving back to Mother Earth. The call to action right now, if you're any form of energy healer and you know how to bend reality, is to heal the heart chakra of the planet and to heal the lungs of the planet. So give energy back to the Amazon and to the rainforest and to the mycelium network of mushrooms and plants and animals. Give back to that, because that's what we need. And if you want to know where the heart chakra of the world is, it's Stonehenge, okay, in Europe. So I believe it's in the UK. But Stonehenge is a great locator for the heart chakra. The final card that shows up is the Furious Response card. The Furious Response card is pretty much telling you don't waste time. Right now, the change is happening. You need to have the stamina as though you were furious, as though you were not going to accept anything less than what is, okay? You're the reality that you want, the highest reality that you want. And that's why sometimes I talk like that and I say like, you're not going to accept anything that is more than what is, right? When I say what is, you should know always what you hold for your reality. And this is another trick that I want to like leave with you guys in terms of like energy bending, is you have to know that no matter what, I'm always going to experience happiness. I'm always going to be giving happiness to other people because happiness is part of my aura, right? And that nothing less can exist in that vibration. That is what is, right? You need to have those statements, those knowledges for yourself, and you'll be able to understand what is, right? You're becoming your now moment. Like it has to be a vibration you choose to only embody all the time. That's alchemy, right? In the center here, we have Gabriel. Gabriel is tied again to the moon. Gabriel is a water angel and the moon angel as well, tied to silver. So there's a double confirmation with the original reading that we're reading. We see the silver crystal came out, and then we're also seeing that Gabriel's in the center as well. It's kind of this really deep moon subconscious energy. We are really in the void of re-architecting ourselves. This is such a wonderful time to be here. You can do anything that you put your mind to. For some of us, it's a new kind of like rebirth, right? It's we just came out of an egg, and we're allowing ourselves to now remanifest. We're a caterpillar. We're just starting our journey on this new identity that we've created by eating. This is a very powerful message as well. And then the subconscious card here is Thief's Honor. And basically what it's trying to tell you is you need to start manifesting for yourself as well, not only with this speed and this accuracy for the world, but using the world as an advantage to your manifestation. And I've said this a couple times already in other videos, where you should start hearing other people say like, oh my God, can you believe that, you know, so-and-so attained this manifestation, and they're talking about you, right? So can't you believe that, you know, Axel became this and that and whatever, right? You got to hear other people talking about you, confirming your manifestation being a thing. You can do that, especially if you listen to what's up here, because up here, if you're giving back to the world's going to give you a priority to manifest. This is what's really funny about like energetics of the earth. The earth is a living being. The earth is going to invest its energies and priorities into the beings that are giving back to it, right? So if you give back to the earth, to the Amazon, to the ancestors, you keep working on yourself, you bring your consciousness to the highest level. The Thief's Honor is basically saying, if you think of other people talking about the confirmation of your success, Mother Earth is going to make sure that those people listen to that vibration and they help you manifest through the ethers, okay? It's a very advanced technique, but it's also very powerful. Try it. You're going to see it happen. As we step out of this, the full moon, into the next vibrations that we're going to be experiencing, we have the Emanation of Knowledge. So the vibration of the Angel of Knowledge. This vibration is telling you need to spend some time with what is, what isn't, acquiring some knowledge, but not dedicating yourself to knowledge, because knowledge is also action. You cannot take knowledge and turn it into wisdom if you're not taking action. So we're going to get out of this phase of giving back to Mother Earth and really becoming abundance and the frequency of like self-realization, connecting to the ancestors, and having the collective work with us into a state of knowledge. So if you want to become a good YouTuber, you have to allow yourself to, you know, research how you're going to optimize your channel, right? And then going back and doing the work, and then making it your full priority to always invest in this one thing constantly, right? If you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to invest in your business or your idea constantly to be able to embody that vibration. So that's one of the things that's really, really happening right now for a lot of people, which is gathering the knowledge, right? Which is maybe taking a course on how to do YouTube programming, and then going ahead and turning it into wisdom, actually doing the work, right? And actually learning how the process works for your particular video structure, right? So this is the next phase that we're going to be walking into. We have 2 Angel of Annihilation cards right here, and these are Hasmed. I have taught Hasmed Alchemy on Patreon if you want to learn a little bit about that, and I've also taught some of it on the Inner Circle. Links are going to be in the description below. But Hasmed has to do a lot with just destroying the old foundations of reality that do not matter anymore for us, okay? In combination with Gabriel, Gabriel is another destructive force. He destroys blockages that are keeping revelations from coming to you. Hasmed is focused on purity and bringing the highest vibration possible into your reality. So right now, you better be ready to let go of something that doesn't serve you anymore so you can turn it into your victory, all right? If you worked with the soul alchemy that I've been teaching on various platforms, what is your victory word? Then you're going to be getting this manifestation on your Soul of Star of Lakshmi episode on victory, okay? As we go deeper into it, we're going to step into a state of deep knowledge, okay? So here we have knowledge, and across from it is the deep, which is submerging deeper into the subconscious. So the next wave that we're going to be dealing with is going to be a lot of self-analysis, wisdom acquirement, manifestation creation, destroying things that don't serve us anymore. And then what's funny is that we also have the angel of death over here, another confirmation tied to not only the angel of death but the angel of destruction, right? So these two vibrations right here are telling us that the world's going to be going through a very deep subconscious shift. If you're on this angle right here where you're giving back to the planet, you're working with your subconscious, you're embracing, all the abilities of the collective, a lot of the negative energy that's going to be happening here and here is not going to affect you the same way because you've already practiced, right? Especially if the victory angel here, which is endurance as well, is directly across from the full moon, which is the abundance factor. If you want to get the abundance, you have to do these other elements here, right? So give back to the planet, work on your self-conscious, on your ego, on becoming more of a powerful being, giving back to your ancestors, just using the collective magic. That's going to get you exactly what you're looking for, which is then going to give you victory. So if you've done the Star of Lakshmi episode, like for me, victory means purity. I'm going to get a lot of purity if I do this particular element. There's a different word for everyone in the victory section. I'll give you the link in the description below to take that class, but check that out. The destruction card is also going to really be in full alignment because both of these destruction cards are in alignment with the ego death, which is also going to be happening at a collective consciousness scale. So there's going to be some turbulent waters with the world for a little bit. As long as you're working on yourself, everything's going to be good. Now, if we go ahead and we start looking at the outer energies over here, we have a psychic card, 196, which is basically telling us that we're going to be manifesting the evolutionary processes for our next ascension. We're going to be materializing that fully, okay? And then across from it is the sun, which is basically like a lot of like foundational rock energy. It has to do with also the manifestation of psychic ability as well. And it's the numbers 338. You're going to be creating a higher consciousness reality that produces abundance with the 8 number, okay? If we look since this is the sun on the cosmic edge, this is the sun over here on the blueprint, we're going to go directly over the angel of dust, which is the angel of destruction and creation. Every day the angel would create something early morning, and at the end of the day he would destroy that creation as well, okay? So it was this process where people would come from all over just to see him every morning, wake up, create, every day at the end of the night, destroy, okay? And that's what's happening with the world. The world is reshaping itself. We are reshaping ourselves. The planet is reshaping ourselves. If we take the opportunity right now to become friends with the planet by also opening up our heart chakra, we will be able to make a massive difference in the world. Now, if we look across from the sun to the body of Earth over here, we have the angel of empathy, which is really funny because the angel of empathy is in alignment with a lot of the videos that I've been sharing most recently on Instagram. So on Instagram, I released 2 videos talking about empathy. One of them was, can empathy be taught? And the other one was, can empathy be a strength? And empathy, in the video of empathy being a strength, I do an energy healing to activate your heart chakra and your psychic abilities so you can definitely open up to that vibration of empathy. And then in the first video, can empathy be taught? I teach you a meditation to activate more of your empathy. Considering that the angel of empathy is tied to Mother Earth, and we're being told through the cards that we need to be embodying a little bit of this giving back to Mother Earth. That's showing empathy. That's understanding that Mother Earth is going through some stuff right now. Like, we have not been helping her. You've probably noticed it's been getting hotter, right? And it's getting like more kind of like difficult to exist in certain areas of the world even. It's because this is part of us not caring for the body that we live on. Mother Earth is our body. We don't think about Mother Earth being our body, but it is. It is. And if you don't start treating it as such, you're going to find a lot of resistance with your manifestations, your creations, your life. So really be ready. This is a full forecast on what's going to be happening next, and the next probably month. Really, this is the full month forecast. The next readings that are going to be done throughout the rest of the month of September are going to be for, giving you more precise action, but expect deep knowledge, expect destruction and death in the terms of your ego, of the collective consciousness's ego, a lot of shift too with the world itself. Something's going to be recreated and then destroyed, a lot of psychic awakening that's going to be coming through. And for us, we need to be embodying empathy, opening up the Earth's heart chakra along with our heart chakra. Now, let's look at the depths of this reading. We have Entei that comes out. This is the Pokemon of Dreams, and we have 244, which is telling us to stay positive and trust our intuition, trust the ethers, trust our reality. We're going to be stepping into a really deep vibration of dream power to recreate, and that's going to allow us to kill things off that don't serve us and Mother Earth. Remember, all of your manifestations should be for Mother Earth. On the inner circle, I said we could probably do some like death mantras or like powerful warrior alchemy to help the collective consciousness rid itself of certain vibrations. The next card that comes out is an Earth card, which is telling us 470. 4, keep listening to the cosmos and the guidance of the universe. 7, harmony will be manifesting itself soon. Do not worry. 0, the universe has got your back. We have another psychic earthy card. 475, listen to the cosmos. Everything's going to work out. There's just changes that are happening right now at a global scale. And the final card is 432. Just relax. Everything's going to be panning out for the highest vibration. Just keep creating positivity. That is the final message of this reading. This is a little bit more of an advanced reading. Not normally what I really post, but I kind of felt like it was really important to see the same kind of magic that I'm doing. I felt like I wouldn't be doing you a service if I didn't teach you what I'm doing myself, right? Like if I'm looking at the cosmos and I'm like, okay, well, I got to keep giving back to Mother Earth. I got to be focusing on like my knowledge and enacting it into wisdom and thinking deeply when it's time to do that and allowing parts of me to die and just work with my dream. This is what we have to just embrace, right? There's a lot of shifts that are going to be happening for us and for the world in general. And this helps you kind of like brace yourself and work with yourself and reorient your energy so that no matter what happens, you're going to keep getting some too. So I'm sending you lots of love. I'm looking forward to doing more videos on this channel in the coming month as well. We're going to be doing some lives of meditation and whatnot. So I will catch you there. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. Sending you all the love. And don't forget, if you're looking for one-on-one coaching, links are going to be in the description below.